out of curiosity, man, after Tupac was killed in Vegas, how many times did you see Keefe D around Puffy?
Well, you gotta realize is that I'm in Harlem. So Keefe D came around Zip a couple of times. You understand? He came around Zip a couple of times after Pac got shot. And I think I seen him 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I seen him at the hotel. I don't know if it was the Four Seasons. I seen him at the hotel, then I seen him in Vegas. Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And that's when Orlando and all them was in there.
Oh, I get it. So y'all was in Vegas the night Pac got killed. That makes perfect sense.
I seen, he say, the cold part about it is the nigga say, no, I was a light-skinned nigga looked something like you. So I busted.
I was a light-skinned nigga looked something like you. So I busted. And I seen him in the night of the Vibe party. And I was like, yo, Big, you don't know Keefe? You don't know Keefe D? He was like, and Big just looked. I said, yo, man, he one of the shot callers out here. You understand? Him and Big gave each other dap. You understand? So I seen him 3 times. You know what I'm saying? 3 or 4. I seen him 3 times in California on the West Coast. And I seen him like, I think twice in New York.
Now I want y'all to see from the inception where we going with this. This is an article from November 11th, 2003 by Grouchy Greg Watkins. So this ain't no new shit. People can't like distort the facts and try to redo something and regurgitate bullshit. Let's read what the facts were on November 11th, 2003, excuse me. Jones, 36, and another man were gunned down outside of a nightclub in Atlanta. According to sources, Jones and Lamont Gertie were shot and killed during an incident which occurred in Buckhead area early Tuesday morning. Jones served as Sean P. Diddy Combs' bodyguard for a number of years. Jones and Combs were acquitted of bribery and weapons charges in 1999 after the now infamous nightclub shooting inside Club New York in which Jamal Shine Barrow was convicted. Jones' murder is very significant. Last month, Kirk Burroughs, which was the president of Bad Boy Records at the time, claimed in a federal lawsuit that Combs authorized the 1995 murder of Big Jake Robles, a close friend of Suge Knight and a member of the mob Piru Bloods. In a 37-page sworn legal document, Burroughs claimed Combs set up an organization, the Enterprise, which took part in murder and extortion. Burroughs claimed that Jones was the trigger man behind the gun that murdered Robles at an after-hours party following Jermaine Dupri's birthday celebration. Jones was never charged in that incident. Now, isn't that funny, right? Isn't that funny that right after, you see, it said this is very significant because last month, which would have been in October of 2003, Kirk Burroughs claimed in a federal lawsuit that Combs authorized the 1995 murder of Jake Robles. that directly means that Puffy had his man rubbed out. Period. You see, because what's not said in this article here is that the man that he got into it was Big Meech. Big Meech was not a known figure in 2003 by the whole country. He was just known in his little small circle. He's not the Big Meech we know today, guy doing all the years in prison, Southwest T, 50 Cent TV show and all that other shit.
I don't know if Suge had blamed Bad Boy for that because the situation never came, when I got with him, the situation never came to us like that. Now, I've heard Wolf talk about it, and Wolf told me personally that he didn't do this thing. Him and Jake was arguing over this chick or whatever. Now, did Wolf do it? How could Wolf do it when he was next to Suge?
I mean, Suge got one person. Puff got a crew. All I know is Puff started drinking his champagne while they was talking, and I guess somebody must have said something to him. And next thing I know, Wolf, rest in peace, he let off a shot and let off a couple shots, and Suge man got killed right there.
You know how you can tell when a nigga's a goddamn bullshit liar? When his story don't coagulate with nobody else's story. This is what the president of Bad Boy Records at the time, Kirk Burroughs, said. With the consent, approval, and ratification of the Bad Boy Enterprise, Suge Knight's chief bodyguard, Big Jake, was murdered in 1995. Burroughs says in a sworn legal statement, allegedly, the bodyguard was killed soon after Combs' advance man got into an East Coast, West Coast bashing contest at an Atlanta party. A local deputy sheriff who was later killed in a mysterious car accident identified Combs' advance man, a convicted felon named Anthony Jones, as the shooter, claims Burroughs. Now, all I'm trying to say is, officer dies mysteriously after Burroughs comes with the information. But guess who else dies a month later after this information was alleged? You guessed it. Wolf. Killed at Jermaine Dupri's party, ironically. The same party where he killed Big Jake a year later. Now, how ironic is that? That Puff would tell Wolf, I'm finna get a new deal. I ain't gonna need y'all no more. I'm gonna give y'all 300,000 back, and I'm done with y'all. Wolf said, nigga, you ain't gonna never be done with me. That sounds like Wolf. And because of that, Puff couldn't trust him no more. He was scared that Wolf was gonna roll over on him on that Pac shit.
Slick got Wolf trapped over, got him in the corner with his hand on his chest up by his throat, telling him to chill out. They knew each other, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what's going on? So then we kind of like broke it up, and Slick told me that Wolf was trying to, grab up on Tim. And I told him that I got him tonight. I'm bodyguarding him tonight. I'm with him tonight. Just chill out. And Wolf wouldn't chill out, so he snatched Wolf up. So then next thing you know, Wolf had walked away, and I walked with Tim. We were going over to, I guess, where they was at the front door where they was, the people were coming in there. And then next thing I know, I heard a shot in the air, a loud shout, and it was like, now what, Slick? Now what, Slick? Slick, now what? And I looked over there. It was this guy, Wolf, that I didn't know at the time, in the middle of the party, and everybody running crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it appeared to me that he may have did the shooting in the air, but I didn't know for sure. All I could hear him say was, "Now what, Slick?" So I just ran as fast as I could towards him and put my elbow right on the side of him. He fell down and he got shook, and I just stood on top of him, grabbed him, and next thing you know, NYPD was there.
On this day 13 years ago, Puffy's former bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones was shot and killed. Some have suspected that Wolf was responsible for the shooting and death of Suge Knight's friend and bodyguard Jake Robles outside of a club in Atlanta in 1995. Reportedly, Robles and Suge had a verbal argument with alleged bad boy associates inside. An off-duty police officer working club security that night later identified Orlando Anderson and Corey Edwards as possibly being present as well. That murder was never solved. Coincidentally, Wolf was also outside an Atlanta nightclub verbal argument inside. His death was less than 4 months after the murder of Wardell Poochie Faust in Compton. Wolf was 36.